Hey everybody, just a quick heads up. Unfortunately, our stream shut off due to a quick loss in internet. And when we came back on, unfortunately, we didn't notice it. So you're going to meet us roughly around the 27, almost 28 minute mark. It's going to drop. And then it's going to come right back in talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and about what attracted us to that. So without further ado, enjoy. And I'm sorry that happened, but we did it live. Okay, bye.
Run, Justin, run!
Nice.
Jesus.
That was stressful.
Hey, everybody! Let's start now.
Great start.
This time live again.
Finally.
After like 35 years.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no matter what, it's either live or it's going to be recorded.
It's been 84 years.
It's been.
No, Liberty, don't.
Hey, Matt, can you just make it go black? I think we're done.
End the show there.
That's it.
We're done.
One too many bare naked ladies.
There it is. All right, but anyways, hi everybody, welcome. I'm Justin.
I'm Colin.
I am young Sheldon aficionado Liberty Roundtree.
His name is actually Freedom Spearbush, and I'm Madeline.
Not.
Yes, it is!
Fuck off.
Are we going to talk about that?
Yeah, we can. I guess.
If
I
we have
guess.
to.
We had to. You remember in
No.
what the class? Oh no, yeah, you were sick. So in fuck, what is that class called?
Production management and writing.
Yeah, we had to basically we got a sheet with an idea, and then you had to from that idea kind of write a short story about it, like that you could use from like a script.
Okay.
So for your guys, they made theirs based on a character named Liberty Spearbush, who basically just got murdered. I had a Groundhog Day situation where I got killed a million times until I was killed the right way, and then I died finally.
I don't get the name though.
You know?
You don't understand Freedom Spearbush?
Can you explain?
Okay, so you
In
know
graphic
how.
detail.
Okay. So when a man loves a woman.
So you got to stop me right there. What?
Jesus Christ, Liberty.
Okay. So when you know how you're doing that thing.
What thing?
Diddling?
That's it. You got it. I don't know what you need explanation
God.
for. You got it down.
Now, do we do it in libraries though?
No.
God. Oh, God.
No, we don't.
Only
We're
Liberty.
bringing that inside joke on
Only
the
Liberty.
podcast now.
The only person that actually thinks this is Madeline. I've talked to so many people, and they're like, "No, they're young, hip."
Okay,
glasses,
Liberty,
people wear
when you
'em."
show up to school looking like a library pervert,
I don't look
I'm
like
going
one.
to call you a library
I
You're right,
just
you don't
have
look like
glasses.
one. You are one.
No.
I'm
First of all, the only thing
Dress
is the
the part.
glasses, maybe, and they don't even look like that. They don't. These glasses are hip now.
Do you know who would say
Me and
that?
all the library
know who
perverts
would
were
say
talking
that?
about it.
Library pedophiles.
Perverts.
Exactly.
Sorry.
There's a difference.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we're being nice to Liberty, so he's
God,
been
I didn't
upgraded to
realize
pervert.
I was going to come here today just to get shit on for an entire podcast.
I mean, you've been here since
So you
5.
come here in a Pats shirt. It's going to get.
yeah,
Super
that's
Bowl
a good
Sunday.
point. Oh, yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday, so if you're tuning in, that
Thank
probably
you.
means you're not the biggest sports fan.
Or
Yeah.
you know they can picture in picture and shit.
What?
We have the technology,
I
Liberty.
have one screen at my house.
Now I understand that you're a film kid, and that might be too complicated for you.
Oh, throw in the shade.
I
Come
thought
on.
there's only one camera working at once. I thought you guys just have like one cameraman running around and getting different angles. I didn't realize there was a 3-camera setup until today.
You've only been doing this for like 2 years.
Oh fuck! So what episode of Young Sheldon are we going to talk about today?
Is that even a thing?
What Young Sheldon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not a show.
they made
it's
a they
show.
made
yeah,
a
it's on like
prequel show.
season 2 or 3 now, I think.
Oh, really?
Really,
Yeah.
really,
Fuck
and it's
me,
like
dude.
it's narrated by fucking what's his name who plays Sheldon, and it's
That dude.
Yeah,
I realized
That
Yeah,
why.
Jim Parsons. We're live.
Parsons, Jim. I think so.
Jim Parsons has his name.
Yeah, it's garbage. I make fun of it because like I just what who sees Sheldon from Big Bang Theory and says that man needs a show about him as a child, and everyone was like, yes.
So is it just like him as an adult, but as a kid?
Yeah, basically,
Yes.
he's just a shitty person to people.
Yeah, so they took the most annoying character from the show, and was like, "We'll give him a spinoff." And it's
I mean, I would
I
argue
can't.
that the whole show is annoying.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is. It really is. But like Sheldon was like the whole. I used to
I have
kind of
a
watch the show when I was a
spotlight on me.
teenager, and I thought it was goofy and
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
And
So
then just like,
special.
I just got less and less into it, and then I
Feel
realized like, Jesus Christ, Sheldon is a piece of shit human being, and I don't like watching the show anymore.
You
Bugs the
don't
hell out of
like
me.
Big Bang Theory? You're not a Big Banger?
I'm not. Is that what the fan base
I
of the Big Bang Theory
genuinely
call
think that's
themselves?
what the fan base is
Oh
called, the
my
Big
god.
Bangers.
Big
No, wouldn't they be
Bangers.
called the Bazingers or something? That's not racist.
Hey, you can't call me that.
Is that racist?
That word is one bad pronunciation away from getting the fan.
Oh my god.
Get the
Yeah.
fan kicked off.
Let's not say that again. All right. A word for a really annoying person.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Fingers?
Word. Like no, the correct word was naggers. Oh, naggers.
Yeah, just with South Park references again.
Fucking South Park.
Yep.
Good show, though.
Love that show.
Oh,
So how you guys doing? I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks on the podcast technically.
Yeah, we've had a couple of Justinless podcasts.
Yeah, how was that? How was that experience?
the Chillcast was good.
Yeah.
We said a lot of offensive. We didn't say anything offensive unless it was to somebody that's worth offending.
Yeah, we probably
We,
offended.
we talked about like incels and
We
shit.
offended the
like-
incel crowd. We probably offended some pedophiles. I'm okay with
How
Some
you-
nice
how you
guys,
holding
some
up,
white
Lib?
knights. Definitely Liberty.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
not
Dan.
how am I a white knight? I have never white knighted anyone.
I'm saying
Maybe
you're
in high
under the
school,
list
like,
of people
sorta.
we offended.
Oh yeah, you offended me with everything you say though, Madeline.
I was just calling you a pedophile.
That's the goal.
I know you were, and I appreciate that. I
I appreciate.
I was only calling you a pedophile.
Yeah, you're not an incel. You're just a piece of shit.
I mean, but like we're saying about like nice guys and white knighting though, I think at some point every dude has that like moment, you know? Like in high school, even a little bit, you've never had that moment of like just like seeing a girl and being like, you know, like, oh, I could be a better boyfriend than her,
Than her?
than her boyfriend.
Whoa, Liberty.
I want to fuck her.
Whoa.
You lesbo, move out of the way. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I
This
I'm
isn't
getting-
chasing Amy.
getting in this.
All a lesbian need is one good dicking. What the fuck's wrong
Oh
with you?
God. I never said
All
that.
straight
That was
men
all
need
you.
is- all the straight men need is
Is one good pegging?
That's a fair. That's a good card.
Totally
rating.
turn that Chase
Oh
boyfriend
my
gay for me.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna fuck that girl's boyfriend. I'm gonna do it.
I'm
See what
gonna
happens.
prove to her that I'm a better boyfriend than. Wait, what?
Better-
Am I gay? Damn it!
Midway through the intercourse. Wait, am I gay?
Is this gay?
The guy turns around. Bro, you're gay? What?
God.
Oh, I'm not into that queer shit. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
I'm literally fucking you with that. I didn't tell you to stop. Just two bros fucking each other.
So
What's wrong with that?
this is how I get. This
Reminds
is
me
how I
of that Mike
lose my
Tyson- that
affiliation.
Mike Tyson quote. I'll fuck you till you love me back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this
Jeez,
is,
that's
this is
a rough quote.
definitely how I lose my Twitch affiliation.
Yeah.
It's
We
already
just,
done.
we just won Liberty Bingo in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we did. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Wait, did we tell the Liberty Bingo story in here?
I think we did.
I think we did.
Dude, I wasn't around if it happened.
No, you would have been around because like.
Yeah, we would have told the
Oh,
story.
the
like,
bus,
a
the
few
bus
months
tour
ago.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you remember
Yeah,
like
yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
know if we've actually talked about it on.
I don't think we ever. I don't honestly. Just do it. It's been like 3 years.
Alright, so we played a game of Liberty Bingo. It was literally just we snuck bingo cards around to everyone who was around Liberty for this bus trip we were taking. And if you heard Liberty say something or do something that was on your card, you get the check mark or whatever.
Yep. And it was meant for the whole weekend. We were expected that like we went like the Friday and then came back on the Saturday.
Yeah.
So we were expecting the Friday night it might happen because, you know, we're all going to be drinking and I'll be stupider because I'm going to be drinking and stuff. We didn't even make it to the hotel before someone won.
Yeah, really. It took
I
like,
already said enough shit. And then
It took like 4 hours.
it took Catalina.
Not even, dude. It took 2 hours.
No, it took four.
Did it?
Bus ride
We
and then
started it
after
on
the
the
Oh,
bus
okay,
ride, and then
alright.
it was- yeah.
Yeah, and then the reason that I lost was Catalina goaded me into talking about how much I love cinematography,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
that's
was
what
on
lost
there.
it for me.
That was on there.
My love of movies killed
Yeah,
it.
we didn't
I
like,
also
think
someone
of-
said something about amazing Spider-Man movies, so I just shit on them about the trilogy.
Well,
and
wasn't
then
even
I
that.
was-
Another one was you getting into a fight with me. That was
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
things.
yeah.
You guys like joke
Also,
fighting
you
or something
threaten.
like that.
Yeah, we always like threaten each other,
Yeah.
and then like we just have sex after. Like
But it's not gay.
it's not. Did you think it was gay?
What?
Just an act
Hell
of love.
no.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, no. Whoa. Get over here and
Whoa,
suck
whoa.
my dick, man. I'll prove to you it's not gay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Get over here and suck my dick, bro. I'll prove it's not gay.
Oh my
We are
god.
going way too far.
For those
Oh,
of you
yes.
tuning in, this is the last episode of SSN Podcast.
Yeah.
On Twitch, don't worry. I'm making my own website, so
Yeah.
join us on Patreon.
Yeah.
Justin, I kind of noticed something in the lighting.
What up?
I have a spotlight directly on me. And
Good.
That is why I am like wholly
Yeah.
like white everywhere.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
just-
why. That's not why.
It's not even. Look at my face.
Just
My
put your
face
cap
isn't that
on.
white. It's
Just do it.
my fucking what?
Put your cap on.
My cap on.
Yeah.
Put the cap on.
Yeah.
I
put
don't
your-
understand.
Put
what
your
the
pillowcase
cap-
on.
Is that like a movie?
Put the cap on.
What is
I don't know.
this?
I don't know what's happening either. I'm
Why
just
are you
playing
talking
along.
like that?
I'm just playing along with Justin. Jesus. What? Oh, Justin wants the camera. Justin wants the camera. Justin,
Put the
what's
camera
happening?
on Justin. There we
Okay.
go.
All right, thank you. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, it's off the rails. I'm derailing this pod. That's my job though.
I don't know if that's really you this time that's derailing it. I've been gone for
I'm
2
at
weeks
the
and I come in
center,
like a
yeah.
bat out of hell, talking about
Yeah.
sucking dick and not being
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah, right.
That's a good
Well,
point.
the last podcast wasn't that.
I'll
wasn't
suck your
the
dick and
best
show
either.
you it's not gay. That is
Jesus
Justin's
Christ.
quote of this year.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt.
Justin Millette Larche, known for saying,
Yo, just suck my dick, bro. I'm proof not gay.
I'll show it's not gay.
In his future political career, this is all going to come back to haunt him.
No, this is how I win.
Yeah.
That's how
Right?
you win.
Yeah.
It comes out.
Woo! 35 when the gays rule Canada. Now it'd be the best day in the world.
I don't. After calling them the gays, I don't know if you're gonna win that vote.
Don't
over.
the
Yeah.
gays already
You
vote
just
for
you just ruined your campaign right there.
Fuck!
Bitch.
All right, I'm moving to America, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're going to love you
Yeah.
up there. God damn.
All right, all right, all right. Need to
Fit
stop
right
being
in.
offensive. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I would
Hey.
only ever watch it for the commercials, so and I'll just catch them on YouTube tomorrow.
You can't read it. This is Patriots.
Yeah, he's
They're
a
in the
Pats
Super
fan.
Bowl. Go Pats! Everyone hates me because of. Wait, which camera? Is it?
I just make
Pats.
jokes. I just make the jokes that I hate you. I actually just don't even have an opinion.
Yeah, same
No,
here.
dude. I literally like anybody will talk about the Super Bowl and be like, "Oh yeah, I like the Patriots." They're like, "Fuck you," and I'm just like, "All right, my bad." Didn't mean to cheer for that
Aren't
team, I
the
guess.
Patriots kind of like a real life version of like a fucking teen sports movie villainous team?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well the thing is they've done really shady stuff. They have. Most of it has been blown out of proportion, but a big reason why people dislike them is they're really like it sounds cocky, but they're really good, so they keep winning, and that's boring.
Is that the Tom Brady team?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's boring to watch the
Team
same
with all the
team.
deflated balls. Again, I just
Bring up the fucking sorry. Everyone talks about the deflated balls because apparently he deflated the ball so he could throw better. But in that game, the running back scored like 4 fucking touchdowns, so the throwing didn't even matter. Did deflated balls make you tackle worse? No. Sorry. I don't care about football.
This is a hot issue for him.
But again,
Lim, I'm gonna have to excuse you from this podcast.
it's like basketball though. Everyone hates the team LeBron is on because he's really good, and their team usually does well. And you don't want the team that's good to win. You want the underdog.
Is he on the Lakers now or something?
He's on the Lakers now, and
Yeah.
their team sucks, so people really wouldn't mind if they win. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's you get bored of watching the same team make it to the Super Bowl every year, so you don't want them to win because this is like their 3rd year in a row.
I got that. It's the same thing when I watch UFC fights like back in the day, and it's like Anderson Silva. I'm like, I don't want to see Silva fight.
Yeah.
Silva's just gotta fucking win.
He's just
gonna
gonna
dance,
kick
and-
the fuck
yeah.
out of somebody.
Yeah.
and that's it. Or fucking Forrest Griffin's gonna start walking forwards. He's gonna walk. Somehow Silva's gonna walk backwards, do a lazy jab, and knock Forrest Griffin the fuck out.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. But it happened. I'm like, all right, well, fuck this dude.
I mean, at least Silva was fun to watch though. Like, not the first round Silva wasn't that fun to watch, but like later rounds when he actually started attacking, like he was fun to watch.
So my problem with
quick.
my problem with Silva is the same thing. That's why I'm not the biggest Diaz fan. I hate Conor McGregor. It's the showboating shit.
Oh yeah.
Where like
Silva,
after a while, like Silva will drop his hands and go, "Come on, hit me," and like he was able to dodge.
Beats
And,
the fuck out of people
Yeah.
after it, but yeah, it's like it is. It's
and
really
McGregor's the same
confident
way, where like he's got a huge shit
fighting.
mouth,
Yeah,
and then he fucking fights. And the way that he fights, it's like it works for him, but I don't understand how he has his hands down the entire
like a
time.
brawler.
Yeah, he has like, these leaping hits and stuff. I hate him as a fighter because he takes the sport and kind of degrades it back 20 years. Like when it first started, where it was like it's just a bunch of stupid and savage animals hitting each other.
Yeah.
And that's what he kind of brings it back, especially when he fucking threw a guardrail.
Through a trolley or whatever.
Yeah,
it was
through
on the bus.
No, yeah,
That was my
that's-
phone background for a while. That one like frame of video of him with it on his
Oh
head.
my
just, like,
God.
about to throw it.
Yeah.
Well,
I hate the guy, but I just found it fucking hilarious.
again, for me, how much I like a player is almost like so much of his off-field stuff, or like off the playing court, whatever.
Court.
I don't know what to call it. Kawhi Leonard, he's in the NBA right now, and he's one of my favorite players because he is the most humble man on the planet. He lives in an apartment with his mom, just like hangs out, doesn't wear that fancy of clothes, wears like jeans and t-shirts to games and stuff. And then he gets on the court and he's fucking amazing. And then he like doesn't really run his mouth. He did some stuff to piss off San Antonio, but he's on the Raptors now, so we like him. But like it's all like that. I honestly don't mind like cockiness in the game.
Yeah.
If you're off the field, you're like a decent person.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If you're not a shitty person, I really liked actually this dude, the guy wearing his jersey, Randy Moss, was like that. He was really good player, really fucking cocky on the field. He like celebrated all his TDs.
Yeah.
But pretty solid dude for the most part. He had a shooting thing, but he didn't shoot anyone. He just had guns, and I think
Like
there was an incident.
without a license type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he,
Damn.
I think that was it though. I'm not entirely
So
sure. He
he's
might
Chris
be.
Brown in it.
Yeah. No, Chris Brown is worse.
But did you hear what happened with Chris Brown?
What, the rape allegation?
No. Whoa.
That actually happened.
Okay, wait, I know that. But no.
He just had a
couple of weeks
unlicensed
ago,
firearm.
if not maybe a little bit more, he was Instagramming. While he was Instagramming, people I guess had called in and saying that they heard gunshots or there was reports of guns. And then on Instagram with his people, his followers, he would be like, "Oh, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is bullshit. I'm just trying to be with me, my baby girl, or whatever the fuck he has." Yeah, And then like later that day, news reports how there's like a standoff by Chris Brown's place because he does have an illegal weapon. He has unregistered firearms. And it's like, you just went on this tirade on Instagram, so you're a good person. All you want to do is spend time with your family.
Yep.
And then you actually have this fucking issue. And then he had like copious amounts of fucking drugs because it's Chris Brown.
Yeah.
He's a shitty fucking dude.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Oh, but he makes good music.
No,
Fuck
does he
you.
really though? Does he really?
He makes okay. He makes mediocre music. He just makes mainstream shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you know how many people have you set justification for someone who's just a fucking shitty person? You're like, but the music's good.
See,
What
But
about
you're
your
still supporting them, and they
What
fucking
about your
suck.
favorite rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No, fuck Tekashi. First of all, Tekashi 6ix9ine makes terrible music.
He's gonna get like fucking decades in prison.
Yeah. I think 45 years is
Oh,
what they're saying right now.
The joke
They're gonna
was
be more?
He's 22, and he's given a minimum of 47 years in prison, so he's gonna get out when he's 69.
oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
The joke about it, yeah.
God,
That's
I fucking
nuts. That is fucking.
Yeah.
just thought actually just to finish up the sports thing. Remind me of the story of this one basketball player, Gilbert Arenas. This is a really solid point guard, good player. He had a kind of a mouth, and he had a dispute with one of his teammates where they were threatening each other with guns. Whatever. Gilbert Arenas and the other teammate both show up to practice and bring guns into the locker room, just like pull out pistols in the locker room, and then they get fined and kicked off. Actually, I don't even think he got kicked off the team. They just got fined for it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and like suspended for a couple of games.
Oh my god.
NBA sports are fucking crazy, man. People are so stupid with.
Oh, dude, entertainers in general are
Yeah.
fucking batshit crazy. Like with Chris Brown, like there's this kind of going off of him. There's this series, I think it's on Hulu or maybe on Prime Video. It's called Surviving R. Kelly.
Yep.
Oh my
And
god,
it's
man.
these-
That whole thing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of witness people going like on a documentary talking about how
the shit he did.
Yeah, and it's like nuts. And then while these things are happening, this news is coming back again because it's not the first time. Obviously, R. Kelly's been in the news for this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Everyone knew.
Yeah, he's at a fucking club singing a song, and people are supporting him and shit. And it's like, so it's the issue that I have where I know someone before. I can't remember who it was. It might have been. I can't remember the person's name anymore. It's someone that I've talked to before, where it's like you got to separate.
We've talked about this art from the artist.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's. I can't do it anymore. I can't do that. Like, excuse me.
Not when it's that
Yeah, when it's
shitty. When it's fucking R. Kelly having like a sex cult that kidnaps teenage
Yeah.
girls and shit like
yeah,
that.
like shit, like it's fucked up. Or like when Kevin Spacey, diddled kids
Yeah.
in a library
It's a Florida
with
diddler.
big glasses
Yep.
and blonde hair with a hat turned backwards.
Fucking
And changed his name to
Patriots
Liberty.
jersey.
That son of a bitch.
Sphere Bush.
Wait a minute.
Freedom Spearbush. Come on, Justin.
Liberty is Kevin Spacey.
No. Not. This is not a joke anymore. Stop
Yes, it
it.
is.
We end that here.
But it's
no
this
more.
it's this thing like I can't like I'll survive if, as an example, because it is one of the shows I like watching a lot. Baby Driver, Kevin Spacey comes on. I'll cringe, but he's not the main focus of the story, so I can kind of like
And
whatever.
there's so many other moving parts of that movie that
Yeah.
are phenomenal, and it's like, and that's the whole the age old story of I want to watch a Tarantino movie because of the performances and it's a solid movie, but do I want to support Tarantino, who's admittedly a shitty person?
Yeah. Like
Asshole
especially what
dude.
happened with Uma Thurman inside of Kill Bill Volume 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That driving scene. Oh god. Have you heard about that, Madeline?
Yeah, I heard about it. Didn't he like make her do a dangerous stunt? And
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
did get hurt from
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have a seatbelt. There's no airbag in the car, and he wanted to go down this dirt road, and she lost control, hits a fucking tree, literally smashes her face against the wheel. She had a concussion at the time, and like the stunt coordinator comes on, like literally like, lifts her up because she's like lifeless. Like, God damn, you toe sucking son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We have
And I mean-
robots for that shit now.
Oh,
Like-
Yeah,
God,
put a
stunt
wig on a
robots,
robot and let
yeah.
them do that.
This looks like fucking garbage, but I mean, honestly, I'd rather something look like garbage than seriously injure an actress.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Or a stunt
Yeah, really.
person. Like, as much as like a complaint about bad CG or like terrible stunt people, like they're there for a fucking reason.
Yeah, yeah.
I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole dilemma, right? It's, do you want to support other people in it? Because we all know from our experience, there's 200 people on a film set and
Yeah.
200 people that make a film happen. So one person that was terrible out of those 200 people can make all of them suffer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I want to support that one person? Because, I mean, admittedly, they're going to make a big portion of that revenue. But by doing so, I don't know. I'm not supporting other people. Like,
Yeah, it was like the Bohemian Rhapsody Bryan Singer thing.
yeah,
Like-
I've heard a lot of stuff. about-
What? What's going on?
More allegations came out about him.
Bryan Singer was like fired from that movie because
Oh.
of everything that was coming out about him at that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so like, even though it's a movie about like a gay icon, Freddie Mercury, and like everyone else in that movie is really great
Yeah.
because Bryan Singer was involved with it. Like, should that movie suffer because of that? Like, and
That's a hard. That's
yeah,
a hard.
But-
it is hard. It's
But
difficult.
I don't.
It's
there
never an easy
isn't-
question.
Okay, I hate taking this stance.
Yeah, yeah.
But I actually looked into that, and apparently there's not a lot of validity behind the accusations on him.
On Bryan Singer.
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently they've been brought up before and they've been squashed, and then Bohemian Rhapsody came out, and then they got brought up again. Are you seeing stuff that's saying contrary?
No, I'm looking at other shit right now.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna say, well, I know like he was a piece of shit, I guess, apparently, because I think it's Bryan Singer who did Days of Future Past.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, Bryan Singer's. Yeah, he is a shitty dude.
Yeah,
Holy
because
shit.
like how he treated Ellen Page and shit, and called
Okay,
like
well,
a dyke
the
and all that.
allegations thing, I'm not. I have heard things contrary to
Yeah.
it, but I mean, he is
In
a
general,
shitty
he-
fucking
yeah.
dude. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was the same person.
Yup.
Yeah.
So
Now it wouldn't surprise me, and honestly, fuck him. I don't care.
all right. So actually, guys, I thought about this. We might leave it for a little bit later, but Oscar nominations came out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did not even realize that because I was so busy about the Super
we
Bowl.
already talked about it. We
Those
talked about it
were the
last
Super Bowl.
week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, fuck
We can talk
you,
about
man.
it. Well, you haven't.
No,
talked
you
about
know what? It's fine. It's fine. But actually, so speaking of Super Bowl, I'm trying to string it all back together. The
What about
commercials that
Oscar
are coming out-
nominations?
Well, it's there's a trailer that came out that I know, Colin, you talked about yesterday how you don't want to see anything about it.
Yep.
The Shaw and Hobbs,
and Shaw,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, I've
Kevin
already
and
seen
Hobbs.
that. It is the worst. It's a movie. Looks fine. It'll be a fun movie. It is the worst cut trailer I've ever seen.
Oh, damn.
The music cutting is fucking terrible. It ends like 3 times and starts up again.
Jesus.
There's about, like the final scenes where they say like one thing and then it ends. They have about 10 of those.
Yeah. Like these shitty one-liners are like all over
Yeah,
the place.
Oh,
and it just keeps going. It's like, you don't need to show me anymore. I'm sold on the movie. Stop showing me major plot
That's
points.
the reason I'm not watching the trailers or anything. I know I'm going to go watch that movie. I know kind of what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything going into this movie. I don't want to know set pieces. I don't want to know places they go, cars they're in, like who else is in that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know it's fucking Jason Statham, The Rock, and Idris Elba.
So-
I know everything I need to know about
Yeah.
this movie to see it. So I saw
It's
the
cool.
trailer was like 3 minutes long. I'm thinking I don't.
It's
watch
the
3 minutes of
first
this movie.
time I've seen a recent like Fast and the Furious product where I've actually said I am sort of interested in this. because I've admittedly I've talked about before. I'm not the biggest fan of Fast and Furious.
Mhm.
This is just going to be The Rock,
And
Jason Statham, and Idris Elba being badass. It's
punching
not going to
each
be
other.
good. It's going to be shot like bland, but I mean, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
one thing I realized. The color correction in that trailer.
it's all great. There's 2 scenes that have color in them, and it kind of works a bit.
Yeah.
But that's really. There is one cool line shot they show in the trailer where basically The Rock walks into a place and it's really cold, like blue and shot blue, and he's like, "I'm what you call an ice cold killer." It was a
Oh,
super
good
cheesy
God.
line, but at least it kind of. But then they did the same thing with Jason Statham to Red, and what do you think he said?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because he didn't say anything about heat. He said, "I'm a champagne problem," and started beating people with a champagne bottle. So it's like, wait, are we doing this ice and fire thing or not? Because it seems like you're committing to it, but you're also not.
See
Or
what
no,
he
ice cold
Christ.
can of whoop ass, not killer.
yeah. See what he should have done is called himself Stone Cold and looked at the camera and just winked.
Crushed a beer.
God damn it.
Burn out, burn out, burn out. Just fucking stunners people.
I mean,
I think he power slammed someone in that fucking clip.
I'm
Anyways,
pretty sure he does.
It's
Again, I've said it. I mean, I've also talked about The Rock before. How I'm not the biggest fan of him, and The Rock itself can't sell a movie. Jason Statham kind of can.
so what I've seen in that trailer. It's this. Okay, it's hard to explain this.
The Rock being The Rock, Jason Statham being Jason Statham, and
It
Idris Elba
is
being Idris Elba.
Basic. No, it's not even. No, because Idris Elba's a bad guy. So it's not really Idris Elba being Idris Elba.
Actually, yeah, he has a lot of range though. He's like the best actor on that set.
Dude,
for sure.
it makes no sense. So, like, at the beginning of the trailer, I'm like, oh, it's Idris Elba. Oh, he's in a power suit. I'm like, wait, what fucking movie is this? He's got green eyes and shit. And then it's like, from the producers or Fast and the Furious presents. I'm like, is this the Hobbs and Shaw movie?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening right now? Dude, look, and I admit it, the last fucking movie I saw from Fast and the Furious was like,
Tokyo Drift.
no, was the first
stopped
one.
at two.
It's literally probably,
Dun, 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 dun.
fuck's sakes, I know that song, but no. No, but literally, I think it's like Fast 1. Like, I have not paid attention to this series at all.
People who watch the series don't pay attention. Like, there's like
Fast 5 wasn't the worst.
Storyline going forward is like not great through the movies, but
Well-
they're just like, for me, they are kind of like the standard of like popcorn.
Yeah,
car movies.
which is fine, which is perfect. But like, it's like, oh my god, it's Lethal Weapon, kind of, because like it's like
the Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah, with Hobbs and Shaw, like the way that they talk with each other.
Yeah.
Then you mix in a little bit of the transporter in there, but not the good
Yeah,
transporter.
not the good transporter.
Yeah,
Ah, damn it.
like really bad CGI car. Dude, I'm like, hey, there is a scene in the fucking trailer that I swear to Christ is a ripoff from Transporter 2 where Jason Statham's in the car, he takes a jump and flips upside down.
Does he do the upside down flip and there's like something on?
Yeah,
on
but
the
at
car,
least
the
in
crane
Transporter,
that's the-
there's a
is that
reason
his-
behind it, and it's
Oh,
cool. And this one is just like,
It's just him going, wee!
I'm gonna do a flip.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Jason Statham at one point like does like the Jason Statham like the, all right, like you know that I'm in the trailer, so I'm like, I'm in. All right, I'm Jason Statham.
Just like that lip, exactly
All
like that.
right.
That's a great Jason.
He just loses all like pronunciation of his all right. Just fucking turns into a caveman.
I don't know.
Two things.
Yes.
I like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, so do
Fuck
I,
you.
so do
Fuck
I.
you. I'm just kidding.
And much like Anakin, I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Guardians of the Galaxy sold you with like funky
Ooga
styles
chaka,
and like
ooga
soft
chaka.
music.
Yeah.
It had to do those extra things where Captain Marvel felt like it was a trailer for something I was supposed to recognize when I was like, I don't recognize. Like, I remember my brother was excited when he saw like the faux hawk in the suit. He was like, that's so cool. And I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed by it. Like,
See, my thing was when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, and this is weird because I actually like this movie. I'm like, oh, it feels a lot like Captain America: The First Avenger, or it just
yeah,
like
sort of.
like this. It's just this bland hero and like, oh, all powerful, oh, punching old ladies, oh, squirrel, oh, and it's like, I don't know, like I had no interest in it. And I sat there and I'm like,
Well,
So the issues that you were having with it are kind of like what someone who wouldn't know any
Yeah,
comic
it's
book
just-
heroes
I-
are into. They're finally getting into the comic book heroes and making movies with them. That even someone who like grew up
even me,
watching
it's
cartoons and all
obscure to
that.
me.
Yeah.
And like I'm
so you have about the interest of that what like normal people probably have too.
yeah.
Had to Iron Man. and Captain
Stuff
America.
like that. I think, but again, I pointed out Guardians of the Galaxy because I think when you're using things that are less known products,
Yeah.
you have to base it more on the movie itself. You have to sell your movie more than the actual character. You can sell Spider-Man's character with Spider-Man.
I mean,
you know,
look at
looks.
Garfield, right? The both Garfield Spider-Mans. That's the only reason those Spider-Mans worked. It's because it was
It's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah, exactly. Like those movies with a different character, people aren't going to care about.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to see Captain Marvel because I'm excited for Avengers Endgame, which is a shitty reason to watch a movie, but it's still like I'm gonna go see it.
That's coming out soon, right? The Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah, it is.
Beca-
Yeah.
No, I thought-
not May,
wait.
March.
March?
Yeah,
March,
late-
yeah,
really?
because
March.
Avengers is coming out in May.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Which
right,
we're
that's
getting
right.
a March of a Marvel movie, a May of Marvel movie, and then a
Marchal?
July Marvel movie.
We got a Marchal,
got-
Jesus.
Marvel,
Marchal.
Endgame.
We got a
Fuck
Maple,
you.
and then we got.
April?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love Brie Larson though, so like
Yeah.
that's a big saving grace for me, as I love Brie Larson.
Yeah.
So
I think my problem is just always been after I saw the trailer was just it felt very cookie cutter Marvel movie,
it felt like back to because we got this renaissance of Marvel movies where they were like these really
like Ragnarok, both
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, like
Spider-Man: Homecoming was like an awesome coming of age teen movie,
Yeah.
but it had Spider-Man as the titular character.
Yeah.
Fucking Ragnarok was this super fun, colorful, like action movie that had great, like set design and all these amazing things about it, using Thor's character and those characters. And this feels like we're pushing out the Captain Marvel story so that we can get ready for Endgame.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like I'm going to go in and see a unique movie. Even Infinity War was this really cool, weird
amalgamation.
Subversion of a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I don't. That's my thought. I'm gonna go see it anyway. It could be different. I haven't seen the movie yet, so
To me, Captain Marvel, there seems like the bit of story that I got from the first trailer about like her having the past with the Kree or whoever
Yeah.
she's with, and then like she also has a past on Earth that she doesn't know about, and also like having the interactions with Sam Jackson and with fucking Coulson or Nick Fury and Coulson. To me, it feels like there could be enough unique story elements there for her to have her own unique story that could actually.
How long does the movie have to
agree.
be?
And the fact that it's kind of being split between what's happening on Earth and then what's happening out in space, like we haven't seen that kind of.
I agree with you completely, but I did not get that from the trailer. I get that from you right now. Now that you've explained it, I understand that, but the trailer didn't sell me on that. The trailer, I didn't care about the story. I cared about her punching an old lady. That, like I'm saying, those are parts of the things that stuck up.
That's
that
what
stuck out
Liberty
to me.
lives for.
Seeing the story and stuff was just kind of like
Diddling and punching old people.
I don't know. I wasn't
Liberty
I
Round
wasn't
True story.
interested. I wasn't in it. And then she punched an old lady, and I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Bad pick
unfortunately,
coming
they're like-
2021.
Yeah, but the shitty part is like after that they're like, "There's squirrel guys, there's squirrels everywhere." Like, okay, now you just ruined it. Like I wanted to believe that Brie Larson just wanted to punch an old lady,
Yeah.
and they had it on set, and then it wasn't supposed to be actually filmed, but they just put it in anyways. I want to believe this
Yeah.
lie.
Just like some, I don't know.
Yeah,
It was kind of a weird moment to put into the.
Yeah, like it's
image.
like,
I loved it though because for me that was like they're doing scrolls and then they're like, yeah, we're doing scrolls, and I was like, oh.
you didn't need to tell me that.
That was one of the moments for me where, as a comic book nerd, I was like, oh, cool, they're gonna do that, and then they actually said they were gonna do that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
So they're giving you what you want, and you're mad about it.
I'm not mad that they're giving me what I want. I'm mad that they're.
it removes the suspension of disbelief, like that moment of like, what if? When they're like,
what if
just
in Mission Impossible Fallout's trailer they just gave away that Henry Cavill was going to be the bad guy?
Yeah.
That's obviously a big change. That's
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
different. But it's the whole idea of I went in there with this weird expectation where I'm hoping this will happen.
yeah.
And then it does, and that's a payoff for me.
Yeah.
That's
What
an
if Henry
awesome
Cavill
payoff.
doesn't load his arms and grow a beard in the shadow and lose it somehow right away? What if that doesn't
grow
happen?
a beard? It's just how fucking
I know,
lights
I
work.
know.
Yeah.
I know that was just the whole thing that people. And then Henry Cavill confirmed that it was like he did actually grow a beard.
And then
He was like, "Oh yeah, it was really weird. I just felt it, so much masculinity, and then it went away." He just ran with that story for a while.
Okay, so let's hedge our bets here. Who do you think Henry Cavill is still Superman?
I know. Apparently Ben Affleck's
Yeah.
out.
Yep, he's out.
Which
Confirmed.
sad is-
It's
Army
not
Hammer
the Ziggler.
Batman, bring him. We want it.
John
I-
Hamm.
I'm down for either one of those.
They're doing year
Down for either
one.
one of those.
John Hamm
That-
would not
that's
be a
rumor.
good
They're
young
looking
baddie.
at- They've said that they're looking at like a very specific age range of Batman. They haven't said how much younger.
19 to 65.
Matt Reeves said he wants to do
Year one.
like a noir detective movie basically around the year one, which is a young as fuck Bruce Wayne. So
Who would play young Bruce Wayne?
Army Hammer could. He's still a younger looking dude.
No, he is. He is. Yeah, no, I can.
He
He's
was
got
cast-
a
he was-
voice.
He was cast as Batman for George Miller's Justice League movie.
I think he can still do it.
Yeah, you can still do
Timothy Chalamet or whatever.
it. He would be a good Dick Grayson.
I'm Batman.
He would have been a good Dick Grayson.
Is that the
under Ben
Bandersnatch
Affleck, I
kid?
feel like.
No.
I want the Bandersnatch
He's
kid in there.
Call Me.
Finn?
Do you know
Oh,
Call Me
yeah.
by Your Name? Call Me by Your Name.
Never
You know
watched
what
it.
Do you know what it is though?
Yeah, it's two gay guys.
Yeah, one of them's Army Hammer. The
Yes.
other guy's Timothy.
The other one's Bandersnatch?
Yep. No, it's not Bandersnatch.
Damn it!
They're different people, Justin.
I don't know. In my mind, this is what I keep going to is Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch kid.
Yeah.
Anderson, wait, the lead kid who was also.
Maze Runner boy.
Maze Boy.
Oh, the
Logan
eyebrows
Lerman?
kid.
Is that-
Okay.
Is
The
that
eyebrows
Bandersnatch?
kid?
The We're the Millers kid.
Sure. Bandersnatch.
Not-
Bandersnatch.
Logan
I
Lerman.
thought you were like talking about the lead kid from Bandersnatch, and I would kind
The,
of be
the,
for him.
the,
Is
the
Logan
dude with the
Lerman the
blonde
kid
hair and the
from-
No,
glass.
no, the lead guy.
I never
The
watched the
actual
show.
lead guy.
What's it? Wallflower picks being
Keep making the
Wallflower.
joke. He's not even the main character of it or anything.
Okay, just wondering.
Wait, but no, the main character in Bandersnatch is the lead guy who was in Dunkirk.
Okay.
He would be like a good like
Dunkirk.
Dick Grayson, maybe younger Swain or something.
You know what would make a good Dick Grayson?
Me.
The dude who's on
No Liberty.
Titans.
Yeah, he is a good Dick Grayson.
Let's just do a quick segue. Titans is surprisingly a good fucking show.
I agree. I think it has moments of sometimes the humor isn't there.
Yeah.
But the one thing that stuck out to me is the cinematography in that show is surprisingly good. They do this really cool thing with mirrors.
Yep.
With Raven, there's a whole part where she looks in the mirrors and then she sees the demon version or whatever. But they just do really cool shit. There's one, she walks into a bathroom with two mirrors on the other side, and there's like this cool Inception train of
Yep.
ravens, and it looks awesome. They do stuff like that, so it's cool for that. I get my only gripe is that the humor isn't there. So, like, they made like this one really weird vegan joke. Do you remember the one where it was like, "Oh, you'd be awesome if you weren't a vegan," and it was like,
I haven't watched the whole season yet.
okay, so there's a part like that, and it's like making fun of vegans is fine, but be funny about it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know? Same with if you want to make fun of anybody, you have to be funny, or else it's just like, just stupid, right? Or
Yeah.
just offensive
I
for the
still
sake of
haven't-
being
still
offensive.
haven't watched Titans yet.
It's solid.
It is. It
Hey,
really
Mac,
is.
Mac, lights out, bitch.
What?
He knows what I'm talking. Yeah, he gets it.
It's
Watch the show.
How does it make you feel though that Jason Todd isn't technically the main villain in Titans like you would want it to be?
I don't care.
Because
I have you seen up to where he comes in the show?
Jason Todd.
You know
comes
he's in the show, so I don't care.
Yeah.
We won't talk about it because I think Colin wants
Yeah,
to see
I
it.
do want to see it.
Yeah.
I just haven't had the fucking
It's just
time.
not. Yeah, exactly.
He's not the main villain. He's not the Red Hood.
He's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
but-
want to know anything.
Yeah.
What they've shown of him makes me excited for when that actor gets older and then eventually I hope they run with Titans. The ending kind of sucks.
Oh really? It's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, it is, but it is what it is. I hope they do another season anyway. They have to explain their ending at least.
Yeah.
But if they keep going with it, I hope that guy stays Jason Todd. Red Hood's he's a cool ass character, but you do need to have the edgy Robin there first.
Yeah.
So that when he comes back as this crazy vigilante, you kind of understand it more.
Yeah. Well, it's actually nice because they kept Jason Todd's Robin the way that I imagined him to be. Because like I read him in the
Like a
comic books,
prick?
but straight up,
Yeah.
he is this power hungry, like, oh, dude, I'm Robin. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Picks fights with people. He's just
Yeah.
a douche.
Beats up cops, and it's
Yeah.
just like, does Batman know? He's like, fuck no, Batman doesn't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would he know? And it's like this like attitude that obviously when you think of Robin, you think more of the traditional Dick Grayson, Tim Drake,
Oh boy,
Yeah, yeah.
Batman.
Jimmy Dilkers, yeah.
Yeah, like that, and then they bring in this because I understand why he was edgy and people hated that. But I honestly think people like Jason Todd better now because of Damian Wayne Robin, who is the edgiest Robin. Do you know anything about
Yeah.
Damian Wayne?
Yeah.
He uses a fucking katana, and he's like, "I was trained by assassins, Dad. Don't talk to me like that. You're not even my dad, Bruce."
And then like slaps him. He's like, why would you do
Batman's like, "I don't fucking care. I'm gonna go kill the Riddler. Beat up the. I'm gonna go apprehend the Riddler."
that? Smoke bomb. Just runs away.
Smoke bomb. I'm gonna break his spine. Okay.
I'm not Bane. I swear to God, I'm not Bane.
All right, Batman. Honestly, I'm more interested in people around the Bat family more so than I am I love Batman, but
Yeah.
Like, literally
I
before
like-
this podcast started, we were watching the Bat Family as Vines.
yeah, we were. And like I just the golden Bat family era is Damian Wayne Robin is a solid era because then you have Tim Drake Red Robin, Damian Robin, Red Hood, Nightwing, Batman, and Batgirl.
Did
And
you
it's
say Damian Robin?
yeah. I mean, that's not his name. It's just him
Sorry,
as
that's
Robin.
it's what I heard.
Yeah.
Actually, a fun one was during the time when Batman was dead, when he was traveling through time.
Oh, when it was
Batman and Robin, it was Tim Drake. Not Tim Drake.
Tim Drake, Dick Grayson, and then Red Hood was Batman for a bit.
Yep.
But then Dick Grayson beat the shit out of him because he was just shooting people with Batman's.
Yeah, Batman's cloak.
Yeah, and he didn't when Red Hood was Batman, he didn't really use Robin. But then when Dick Grayson was Batman, him and Tim Drake actually did shit.
Yeah.
But that was a cool one. Also because you saw Dick Grayson beat the shit out of Red Hood.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah. It's always fun. It's always fun to watch.
As much as I love him, it's like it's always seen Red Hood as like the edgier one that could like kill people, but then you realize it's like Dick Grayson's like
Dick Grayson could kill.
He is the Robin. Like he's the strongest. He's just not a
He's
fucking
literally
psycho.
the perfect. Well, when they did the battle for the cowl.
Yep.
When for a while, Dick had the suit, he had the cowl, and he's trying to be Batman. And I remember the kid, and he had a moment where he's like, "I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't be Bruce. I can't be Batman." And I think it was Alfred in that thing. He's like, "Yeah, you're not meant to be Bruce. You're not meant to be that Batman. Be you as Batman." And like, then he just started kicking fucking ass.
He did.
Put Damian in his place and shit. Like, so fucking good, so good.
Yeah, that's Batman has like ultimately like some of the coolest fucking comic book lines. Like, because I mean, people invest so much time into them because people watch Batman movies or read Batman comics. So like he often gets like the coolest shit. Superman actually has a lot of really cool ones.
See,
which don't get touched on as much.
See, this is what bothers me. When people always talk about Superman, especially back in like 90s Superman, he was this all fucking like God.
Yeah.
He couldn't get hurt unless it was kryptonite or magic or someone as strong as him, like Doomsday. But the more recent stuff of Superman, some of the runs where it's I think it was Action Comics, and it was Superman kid on the fucking cover, it was him getting hit by a giant wrecking ball, and there's blood coming out of him. And they actually proves like, yeah, okay, our new Superman isn't this like unbeatable. Bullets won't hurt him. Fine, it won't pierce his skin. It'll hurt him a little bit, but like if fucking Killer Croc comes by and punches Superman in the face, Superman's gonna feel that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If fucking Flash runs faster than the speed of light and just clocks Kent in the face, Clark's getting knocked out. Like it's like
Clark Kent.
yeah,
Clark and Clark Kent. Clark and Clark.
But it's this nice story like where they're actually creating this proper, pretty much rebooting Superman because Superman back in the old original Action Comics,
fucking insane.
Well, like no, I mean the OG, like the first issues, like he couldn't fly. He only leaped tall buildings. He didn't run that fast. He ran as fast as a speeding train or faster than a bullet. Like that's about it. That's how fast he moved.
Like light speed and shit.
Yeah, like he didn't have laser eye. Like he didn't have all these crazy things. Like he didn't have the ability to somehow X-ray scan and remove someone's tumor. He didn't have shit like that. He couldn't drag a planet around. He wasn't that strong. And they rebooted him to this level where like he actually.
It made him more of an interesting character because there's more vulnerability there.
Well, and then
what
what
makes
are
characters more interesting like that is when they're actually like you're actually.
That's why Batman was always so interesting because he was just a dude in a suit. Like he could die. That was the thing. He was mortal. And that's what made him so interesting.
Yeah, and it was this awesome idea too with Batman, where they proved a couple times where like Batman could kill very easily. He could kill. He just chooses not to. Like I think it was like oh my god, a good example of it was when Batman.
Dark Knight Returns. He could have killed Superman. He beat Superman to death and then said, "I couldn't kill you, but just remember that I'm not going to kill you, but just remember that I can." Yeah, basically.
And then has a heart attack.
Yeah, but I mean, and then he shows up at the grave.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But yeah, it's those moments where it's just like, like it doesn't matter who you are. There'll always be somebody better than you, and always remember that Batman's that person.
A bigger fish.
And that the one thing though, I was on the Superman hate train for a while because I felt Superman was, this God sent alien. And it's like that's so stupid. The more I actually looked into Superman, he became one of my favorite characters because he's the most human person out of anyone. If that makes sense, he came from a different planet. Had all these abilities and stuff, but ultimately, it doesn't matter. He was raised in Kansas, taught good morals, and he saves the world because he feels he has to, because this is his home. Yeah. And that makes him such a human person that I really like that about the character, and I really like that they explore that. He's a down to earth person. He'll send somebody across into the water so that he doesn't hurt like the city, and then he'll fly down to a kid and say like, "Stay in school, kids," and then like
your
fly
vegetables.
off. So shit like that. That's a hero, and like that's good. But you ultimately get the Superman that if he gets pushed to the limit, goes fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, okay, well now I'm gonna go full Superman, and you're fucking dead.
It's there's an animated film that was based off a comic series. It's Superman versus, I don't know if it's the Elite or something like that. I can't
It's
remember
like
what
the
they're called.
Elite 8 or like the
Whatever. Fantastic Four.
yeah. I was gonna say.
It's not that, but it's like these British super like mutants who have
Yeah.
powers, and they're like, oh, we're gonna replace you, old man. There's nothing you can do about it. And then fucking in the fucking movie, Superman snaps. He brings some of them to the moon. He suffocates one of them. He
doesn't kill any of them.
No,
Though. He doesn't.
but he makes it
He
look
almost
like he
doesn't.
is, right? Yeah. And then he does like this crazy thing where like a bunch of civilians in Metropolis are getting killed. It looks like he kills Lois Lane because he doesn't give a fuck. Losing his mind. The dude who could kind of cause a threat like lobotomizes him. Yeah, with his fucking heat
He
laser.
deletes the man's powers.
Yeah.
Jesus
with his
Christ.
lasers.
Yeah, and he's getting ready, like he's got him by the throat, ready to stamp his neck. He's like, "Do you see what I could have done here?" And then just drops the act entire way. No one's dead. The things that would have killed people, he had like his robots like protect them and stuff, and like all this moments. He's like, pretty much be like, "Don't ever cross me, because I could kill everyone." Like with one fell swoop, you'd all be dead.
Yeah, that's one thing that I don't like about what the DCEU is doing with Superman. They're having him freak out and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Too much. They aren't earning. They aren't earning it by having him be the Superman that we know and then turning it to him.
And that's
freaking
what I
out.
liked about Man of Steel. Man of Steel had him struggle with these morals.
Yeah.
Right?
And then they had him do he actually killed Zod, and then at the end of the movie, he's like, "Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it
that
pained
one
him to
aged
do it.
with me. The more time I actually took with it, the more I kind of accepted that choice. The one thing I wish in Man of Steel, I wish that he made an effort to not destroy him. I don't care that Metropolis was destroyed by him. I'm okay with that. I wish he made more of an effort not to. Like Zod kept bringing him back there to destroy him.
Yeah.
It was part of Zod's plan, but Superman was like trying to bring the fight somewhere else.
Yeah.
I wish there was that kind of effort because that is what Superman is. He doesn't want that destruction even if he gets mad.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of his. I don't know. It's kind of what they're doing with Captain America in the MCU. They're making, like Chris Evans said, like Captain America is a morally good person. That's his character.
Yeah.
He doesn't have moral flaws. His flaws come into the fact that what is good isn't always the right thing to do, but he doesn't care. He does what is good, and that's where his flaws come into play.
Yeah.
Superman is like that. And just the whole Metropolis, like just him punching Zod through buildings and stuff is like, that for me wasn't very Superman-y. Superman punches people into space and fights them out there.
Yeah.
He doesn't punch people through people's
Like
houses.
you said, it would be nice like if he tried to fly away, then Zod just jumps up, grabs him by the cape, and like whips him down.
Yeah, literally something like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay. Again, I'm okay with Metropolis getting destroyed. Again, me and Colin have talked about how we'd change Batman v Superman and actually make it a good movie.
We talked about this on an unhealthy amount.
Yeah.
Too much time. You spend
A lot
too
of
much
times.
Yeah, really.
But I don't know. That's the one thing for me. Not Metropolis getting destroyed. It's the fact that Superman was okay with leveling building. Not that he was okay with it. That
He didn't make the effort that
he
much.
didn't care. He didn't care.
Yeah.
After the thought, he was like, "Wow, I destroyed a city. That's shitty." But during the time, he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm sending you through a building.
Yeah.
This will be dope.
Put that shit on the gram.
This will look so cool."
It's him like holding Zod with the.
The only excuse I would kind of give is that he's a younger Superman. That just
It was
started
his
doing
first
this,
time,
so
right, with a real threat.
He wasn't really thinking. He was trying to get rid of the bad guy. I can understand that.
Again,
but-
that's Zack Snyder's whole problem is he makes characters do things that are kind of off character that could have an excuse for it, but then
Yeah.
he doesn't describe the excuse. Kind of like
Batman killing people.
Yeah, but I was just about to say that Batfleck killing people.
Yeah.
They could have literally just had one line of dialogue to say that he was like done with that rule after Jason died or whatever, but
Yeah.
like they didn't even do that.
Literally have a line of like him talking to Alfred, being like, once you lose somebody that's really close to you, he's just like, it doesn't matter who else gets lost or something like that. Some shit like that, saying like, I'm okay with killing because I've lost that bad, and then he gets brought back to killing's bad.
Yeah, that was there was something kind of like that in a deleted scene of Suicide Squad. Doesn't
Was
make
it?
it okay. 'Cause, yeah, it was something
Doesn't
like
make it
Doesn't excuse it.
it was during the scene where like Batman takes Harley Quinn in or whatever. He was supposed to say a line of something like, "He stole something from me. Now I'm going to steal something from him," or take something from me, I
Yeah,
may
yeah.
take something from him.
So being
We're just
Jason
kinda-
Todd.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
hinting that Jason Todd died.
Please.
But it's still just like,
Please
Come on.
bring Red Hood into the Birds of Prey movie. They're not going
not gonna
to,
happen.
but that'd
We're
be
not gonna
so
happen.
dope.
Everything's Elseworld now. Everything is
I
Elseworld
know.
for the DCE, which I'm actually kind of okay with.
yeah.
What? So they're just gonna do like one-off movies and stuff?
Oh yeah, they're doing the. Oh, did you hear about the new?
Then do a
rumor?
Red Hood movie.
Did you hear about what the
my
rumor
God.
is for the Joker film? Now, like the new
like
re-return.
the
The Walking
yeah,
Phoenix.
Yeah.
with Jared
that it's
Leto.
not Joker. That he
Really?
is not Joker, and he's not Jason Todd.
He's
he
just a
is
clown?
just a dude mimicking. And then you're gonna have another reveal at the end of like,
I don't even want to think about it.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm still gonna probably
yeah.
go
All
see
you're
it.
gonna
I
hear
don't
at the end of that Joker film will be, like, ha, ha, ha.
It's me, Jared Leto, the Joker, and I'm gonna come back for my own movie. And then it ends.
know. Christ. Have you
you
seen
see,
like
like,
the whole
the-
slate of movies that they're coming
No,
out?
dude, it's nuts, dude. It's
Fuck.
Hell
nuts.
no.
It's fucking
What
nuts.
the fuck is the slate of movies coming out?
Okay. So they're doing
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
With Ewan
There's
McGregor,
there's
so
a
I'm
sol-
in.
There's a
Oh
solo
my God.
Harley Quinn movie. There's a Harley Quinn Joker
It's
movie. There's a
Birds of
Joker
Prey.
movie.
Are you listening to this? Listen to this.
Sorry.
Okay, Birds of Prey. What's the other one? Gotham City Sirens. They're doing Gotham City Sirens.
So like Poison
Okay.
Ivy, Catwoman.
Is Batgirl part of that one or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
They're casting it now.
Okay,
There's
all right.
There's the Nightwing movie which they announced and all.
Oh,
that shit.
hell
They're
yeah.
casting it right now, I think, but like, I think it's kind of in the production hell
Aw,
area
damn
because
it.
they announced it and all this shit and then they haven't said
Dude.
anything and there's still no actor for it. Who?
Oh,
What do you
Nightwing
think?
versus Red Hood movie would be
Oh my
Oh
so
my God,
cool.
Liberty.
Bring him in. He's like the coolest Batman character. He's
Okay.
not the coolest because Batman is, but no, he's the coolest. He uses guns. Goes blam blah blam. He doesn't care.
That's his catchphrase. Blah blah blah. With
I
his
mean,
fingers, not
I
even
think
guns.
eventually Batman convinces him to use like non-lethal bullets.
Yeah, like fucking rubber bullets.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. though.
Here's the.
I think he
here's
does
the-
around Batman.
Here's another movie confirmed.
Super Pets. I'm into
DC
it.
Super
Jesus
Pets.
Christ.
Well, that's
oh
for
my
kids.
God.
That's
I'm
whatever.
down. I don't care.
It's like the secret
Crypto
life
dog
of,
or whatever?
It's the secret life of pets, but with crypto, the super dog.
That-
Is Kevin Hart in it?
Christ.
That sounds like it's either going to be like a cheesy children's movie or a terrible
Super gritty.
CGI movie.
Just a super gritty movie.
There's another one been announced in response to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They're doing an animated Batman Beyond live.
Yes, 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 yes,
Feature-length animated live Batman Beyond.
They have to bring back the guy, the Boy Meets World dude who did the original voice for Terry.
Boy Meets World-
Go
Boy
tweet
Meets
at them,
World guy
Justin.
did the voice for
So
Terry?
not Savage, but his brother, the older brother of Boy Meets World.
Really
He's the one who does the voice of Terry in
interesting.
Batman Beyond.
interesting.
You bring him back, I'm 100% sold. That dude had such a perfect fucking voice.
Can we have Michael Keaton as?
I've been talking
Yes.
about this.
Yeah,
Two things
I
can
think
happen.
It's a good chance.
If they're doing an
Or
animated,
Christian Bale.
no. If they're doing
Not
an
Christian Bale.
animated
He'd be a nightmare to work with.
production,
The lighting is all wrong. It's animated, Christian. It's all wrong. He's in the
Oh, you
booth.
professional.
Who are you? Are you just like people behind the VO booth, like talking to him? This. Sorry.
Oh my God. Anyways, no, but if they do an animated one, and Kevin Conroy, just have Kevin Conroy play old Batman.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
I
fucking
agree.
perfect.
Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be amazing. Okay, how are they not going to do that? Like, it's gonna. They're
If
gonna
nothing
do that.
else, fine. Don't give me Terry, dude, from Boy Meets World. Fine. Give me Kevin Conroy as old Batman.
Yes.
I started
that's all we
watching
need.
Batman Ninja, and I realized that it was like one of the first DC. It's technically the Japanese animated one. It's like the anime
Yeah.
one, and most of the time the Batman character is speaking in Japanese because that's what it is. But at the beginning, it's like the American Batman. It just animated Japanese. Didn't realize Kevin Conroy wasn't the actor, so it's a dude just like, oh no, Catwoman. I'm
Oh,
just like,
Jesus
what
Christ.
the fuck
He's
is who
trying
is
to do
this?
the Batman voice.
It wasn't like that edgy, but it was like.
Yeah.
He was it just sounded really weird, and then I went to the Japanese actor, and I was like, okay, thank God.
Dude,
Kevin Conroy.
so there's only one other animated voice actor. He's not even a voice actor. He did the voice for in Under the Red Hood. The guy who plays the original captain in Star Trek.
Shatner?
No, in the Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. Bruce Greenwood.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did the voice of Batman in Under the Red Hood. That animated series. He's the only other guy that I actually like as the voice of Batman versus
What about
Kevin Conroy.
Peter Weller in Dark Knight Returns?
It's hard
He was
because
good.
you know what my
It
problem
was
is?
an entirely different Batman though, so like
Do you know what my
I
problem-
thought it worked though. I liked it.
But all I kept on picturing, it's because it's from my youth, is just he's RoboCop. So all I'm thinking is RoboCop with a bat suit on.
Stand aside, I'm Batman.
Yeah. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Shot.
Batman just got shot. Oh.
Jesus.
Look at a RoboCop in a shitty Halloween
Oh my
costume.
god, and like the Joker's Ed 209, it just got like a smiley face on it. But that's all I kept picturing. I'm like, it's fucking RoboCop. RoboCop is Batman now, confirmed.
I agree. I think Kevin Conroy. I honestly wouldn't mind Peter Weller as because it is old
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne,
Yeah.
and he played the old grizzled, pissed off Bruce Wayne. Awesome.
Yeah.
That being said, Kevin Conroy's he's Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be happy if I see his voice there. You know.
Yeah.
But again, so DC, if it's going to theaters, there's no guarantee that they're gonna bring him in. They might bring in more star power.
Well,
We got fucking Logan Lerman as old Batman because
Logan
people know
Lerman.
him.
Jesus Christ,
Oh
Liberty.
Who the fuck is Logan Lerman?
You don't know Logan Lerman?
Perks of being a wallflower.
Percy Jackson?
The kid in Fury. Brad Pitt tank movie.
I don't know why I
watched
went with
Fury,
him
actually.
as my most like notable
I've
actor.
heard
We
of
were
him.
talking about
Yeah,
it the other day.
I guess.
It's
Yeah,
so good. It's really good.
I could have said like Brad Pitt or something as Batman.
No.
Call me Bat Pitt.
Call me Pitman.
Oh fuck.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so like this is the list of like DC films. Okay, the confirmed
Justice League Dark.
the confirmed DC films coming out are Shazam, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984, The Batman, The Suicide Squad, which is the title of the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie.
The Suicide Squad?
You want to watch Suicide Squad? The Suicide Squad? No. Suicide Squad.
The David Ayer classic.
No, of course I don't.
And
The
The
David Ayer
Flash.
classic.
Okay, this is the list of like DC movies that they're like in development. They're not
Alright.
confirmed for a date.
Yeah,
Lobo,
they're like all
man.
over you.
Lobo, Justice League Dark, Cyborg, Black Adam, Justice League 2, Green Lantern Corps, Man of Steel 2, Gotham City Sirens, Deadshot, Nightwing, Batgirl, Harley Quinn and Joker, New Gods, Joker, Supergirl, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, and Plastic Man.
Plastic Man?
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man's getting a fucking movie?
Plastic Man
Plastic
is
Man.
getting a movie.
Oh, Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Yep, Blue Beetle. That's
Blue
another
Beetle's
one.
cool.
Okay. Okay,
What do you think?
go through
They're
that list
doing a
again. Go through that list and I'll
Deadshot
tell you when
movie?
to stop.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Lobo, Justice League Dark, Cyborg.
So stop. Okay. Cyborg, scratch it out.
Was
I don't give a shit.
Really?
Yeah. Lobo? Who's gonna play Lobo? Call it out right now.
They haven't done that.
Colin Farrell.
Okay.
No, but no seriousness. Like pick your person.
No.
To play Lobo? I don't know that much about Lobo.
He's a
but
giant.
Antonio Banderas.
I know like the image of him, and I think I've seen a couple cartoons with
Yeah,
him
yeah.
in it.
Jason
play-
Momoa. He
Ja-
actually would be if he wasn't Aquaman.
Yeah, he would be
He'd
a
be a
sick
dope
choice for
Lobo.
it.
The
Rob Zombie.
Rock.
The
Okay,
Rock.
all right. Lib.
I'm going with Madeline
The
here.
Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
But The Rock's Black Adam.
Oh
So-
shit!
Rock's already playing Black Adam?
God
Yeah.
fucking damn it.
You didn't know that?
Jason I know, I'm just kidding.
Jason Statham.
Oh, it's me, Lobo. Oh.
You make that joke, but
No, he's too skinny. He's too
He
skinny.
doesn't look anything like
Vin
Lobo.
Diesel.
Do you know what?
But as
Lobo-
Groot.
Do you know what Lobo looks like?
yeah, isn't he like Jax?
He's like big, jacked,
Yeah,
long,
he's like-
flowing hair.
Yeah.
Jason
Put a wig
Statham
on
with Jason Statham with
With a wig.
long, flowing hair.
Yeah, sure.
It's only at the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
No.
Man, to think about current dudes in shape that could play.
David Harbour.
I mean, yeah, he's got the voice for it.
Ron Perlman.
I mean, put him in a suit. I mean,
As
he did it for
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yeah.
John Hamm.
No.
Let's push
John
it a
Hamm's too
little.
hero-y to be Lobo.
He's too sultry. That voice.
Yeah.
I can't treat him like no. I can't take him. No.
Okay. Here's the thing about the Lobo
Jeffrey Dean
movie.
Morgan?
It was originally going to be directed by Guy Ritchie, but there was like creative stuff. He walked away.
Oh.
DC is Warner Brothers is currently courting Michael Bay to direct it.
No.
They just
you
ruined
imagine-
it.
It's gonna be Megan Fox. Megan Fox is gonna be Lobo.
Okay, so we got this really
I-
awesome movie. We got Guy Ritchie directing.
Okay, I just
Never
got,
mind,
like-
it's Michael Bay. You still in?
Okay, I've got like a weird listicle in front of me. 10 actors who could play Lobo in Michael
Okay.
Bay's movie. Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Ron Perlman.
And that's what I said.
Ron Perlman. Yeah.
Mark
Rock.
Wahlberg, yeah, Marky Mark, the Lobo.
Diego Boneta.
Don't know who that is.
Rob Gronkowski.
Hell no. He's a tight end
Rob
for the
Gronkowski.
Patriots.
Gronk, the fucking NFL player.
Say it again. That's a sport thing. No.
Okay, Jason Statham.
Oh fuck. off.
Jason Statham was on that. Michael Jai White.
Stop
Yeah,
it, Liberty.
Kevin Durant. Okay, I'm for Kevin Durant.
Hold on.
I
I
think
gotta
he said Kevin Durant, who is a basketball player.
No, not Durant. Kevin Durant. He was the Blob in X-Men Wolverine. And
Oh,
he was Sam
yeah.
Jackson. Yeah, I can
I'm
see
down.
that. I can see that if he got jacked enough. Terry Crews.
No, he's too funny.
Yeah.
Actually, that would fit the Lobo character. Because
Actually,
Lobo,
no, yeah, you
Lobo's a
kinda have a point.
loudmouth.
Yeah.
But Terry Crews with long hair. You have to think he's gonna have to have the long hair, and seeing bald actors with a long hair always looks funny.
Unless they do the whole animated body. Like a CGI Lobo with just the voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, what if you know what they did with Doomsday? Just do that with Lobo. I'm not saying it's gonna be good, but that's what they might do.
They're gonna do a whole movie about somebody in CGI. Michael Bay might. Actually, holy shit.
Peter Cullen. There you go.
Okay, I'm looking at a fan art thing here of Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Lobo.
Possibly.
I don't think it looks
Nah.
good. I think it looks all right. I think it looks all
He'd
right.
have to be buffed. Like,
Yeah.
seriously jacked.
Yeah, well, if
Brian Cage. Confirmed. All right, we're done.
Brian Cage?
Hold on a
Who's that?
second.
Done.
Who the fuck is Brian Cage?
I'm looking it up now. Oh, he's a wrestler.
Yeah, but look at that wrestler.
John
Okay,
Cena.
yeah. Okay, he looks like insert jacked wrestler dude here with a mohawk.
That motherfucker. He could do shooting star presses. He could do moonsaults. And he looks like that. He'd be perfect for Lobo.
This is Justin as his agent.
He can do moonsaults.
All right.
Did you ever see Lobo do a moonsault?
That's
No,
also-
he doesn't.
How about Hurricanrana?
Do you want me to keep going down the list here?
All right,
All right. So after Cyborg, Black Adam, Justice League 2, Green Lantern Corps.
stop.
Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds.
I thought Ryan Reynolds got rid of that.
He deleted Green Lantern from existence.
In all honesty,
Idris Elba.
The one thing
Idris
they
Elba. Idris Elba.
Yeah. I'm
He
all
would
for
be
that.
a
Morgan
fuck-
Freeman.
Jeez, okay. Apparently, the one thing they said about Green Lantern Corps is that it's a team-up movie of multiple Green Lanterns.
Okay, so that's
Then
perfect.
Idris
So
Elba.
we're gonna have Hal Jordan and John Stewart.
Guy
and
Gardner?
And Guy Gardner. Yeah, the three of those as the three different.
Get rid of
Guy,
Hal.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny name. I mean, I guess it's a
Yeah.
comic book character. I don't know what I expected.
I think you were expecting more of a response from us. And we're like, yeah, you're like, oh, fuck.
Guy Gardner's a funny name.
Apparently, they were looking at Tom Cruise to play one of
No.
the Green Lanterns, but he didn't. Apparently, he had an issue with the script, and then he spoiled the script when he talked about it.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
No, he didn't answer the call. He was too busy making Mission Impossible 9
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to think here.
And
So,
running Scientology.
and running Scientology.
Yeah, I'm running.
I don't have time. I don't have time to be Green Lantern. I got Scientology to do and Mission Impossible.
okay, so Idris Elba as
And he
as
couldn't put the
John
phone back
Stewart.
on the
That would be
thing. It was
amazing.
too high.
Guy
He's out
Gar-
of his
the-
Marvel
har-
contract
harass
now,
his
so
ex-wife.
yeah, he can do it.
Guy Gardner, Ryan Gosling.
Can't be Guy
Yeah.
Gardner. I got
I can see that.
wife.
Army Hammer, Hal Jordan.
See, there's
No, because he's Batman.
there's
I'm making it.
there's another character in the Green Lantern Corps. I can't remember his name. It's not Hal Jordan. It's not Guy Gardner. It's not John Stewart. He's a younger one. He was like the up and comer who ended up by getting the power of actual Oa inside of him. The actual
He got
animal
fucked by Oa? Oh.
the actual like animal representation of the color spectrum. It was like it's a whale for the Green Lantern. He had that inside of him for the longest time. He pretty much had the Green Lantern core, like the battery, was inside of him.
Damn.
And I can't remember his name anymore. And it feels Kyle something.
Kyle Rayner.
Ye-
Yeah, hold
Is
on.
it Kyle?
I know the one you're talking about then.
What about the dude from Solo?
Kyle Rayner. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Rayner. Okay, yeah, Kyle Rayner. And so get rid of Hal Jordan, make him like, oh, he's off doing another mission or whatever, right? Get him out of there.
He's Green Lantern.
And yeah, he's lantern all over the place. But get Kyle Rayner in there and I wouldn't have a problem with that dude, the
Solo
Han Solo
guy?
dude. Get him to play Kyle Rayner.
Dude, like
Alden
that's the one
Ehrenreich?
thing. He's
not a bad
a
actor.
semi-attractive, decent acting white dude. He can really do a lot of these roles.
He was real good in Hail Caesar. He was like real
yeah,
funny.
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'm so dead set on Idris Elba as John Stewart though.
like, if they
that would be
don't
my
do that-
dream casting. He would be a dope John Stewart.
I don't think it's much of a dream casting at this point. Like, I think it just has to happen.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, who else is gonna do Will Smith? Fuck that. No,
there
I'm
was a while
Deadshot,
where,
and-
Sterling Silver, Sterling K. Brown. Fucking Sterling K. Brown as Jon Stewart. That'd be so good.
that would be good. That
Oh
would be
my-
good. I still prefer Idris, but that would also. Be
I
good
think he would.
casting.
Yeah, I think
Sterling
Sterling
K.
K. Brown.
I can't remember him for some reason.
He was Black Panther's
Yep.
young dad.
Yep.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Michael B.
could do it.
Jordan.
He could do a
Him
good
or
job.
Idris Elba, I'd
Yeah.
be happy with.
Yeah. I'll keep going down the list here.
Man of
of
Steel
Steel 2.
sequel.
Stop. Who's gonna play the new Superman?
Tom Cruise.
Oh,
He was at one
Christ.
point
He
tapped I think
flies
years ago.
up to height with
play-
everybody.
Liberty.
yeah, I know.
Okay, so
Nicolas Cage.
would you
No, what's wrong with you?
did you know about this?
The new
Nick-
old Tim Burton Nicolas Cage Superman movie.
Oh my god.
There's even
Yeah.
a photo
Well,
out there
yeah.
of him inside of their concept art of the Superman suit. It was like all like dark colors, and like he had lightning kind of like coming out of his body and stuff. It's
Oh my
fucking
God.
bad. It was bad. It was supposed to be based off of Kevin Smith's script, but then they totally changed it.
Oh good god.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That is Nicolas
Wasn't
Cage
there like
as
some
Superman.
story, Kevin? That script ended up what did it turn
Okay,
into?
okay.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's a very like you need
But
to
it
just
turned-
you just need to watch the movie. It's
What-
not
what
how
was it,
what
though?
the script turned into. It was some things that were in the script ended up being transferred over to Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
like the giant spider.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, because the producer who was originally connected with that Superman Returns or Superman Lives story with Kevin Smith as a writer, he's like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna lie down, tell me the story, and then so Kevin Smith would have to literally sit there and read the script, and then it's John something. I can't remember the guy's last name.
John Peters.
John Peters is.
I think so.
All right. Anyways, and then John Peters would be like
Jack.
doing this.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Smith's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm painting the picture. Now tell me the story. And like he went through the whole story. He's like, I like it. There's a couple of beats that's got to happen. One of the things, Superman's got to fight a polar bear. And Kevin Smith's like, what? Yeah, no, it's got to be a polar bear. Superman's got to fight a polar bear. But he's like, he's Superman. He's just gonna, he's dead. He's
How would
Superman.
he fight us? How would he? What?
Yeah.
Why would he fight a polar bear?
Because the Fortress of Solitude's up in the north and blah, 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 in the Arctic or whatever. Anyways, but he's like, all right, and the other
Gotta
one?
solidify that fact.
Yeah. And then another one is like,
Got it.
Superman's got to fight a giant spider. There's got to be a giant spider in the movie. And he's like, Kevin Smith's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll totally write that in, I
We'll
guess.
work that in.
Yeah. And then the director, and I don't know if Kevin Smith was supposed to be originally to direct it,
No,
but he
just-
wrote the
just
script.
writing it.
Yeah. Then Tim Burton came on, looked at the script. He's like, don't worry, I'll get my own writer. And he got someone else and totally ignored fucking Kevin Smith's script. And then a couple years down the line, Wild Wild West comes out, Kevin Smith's sitting there and watching the movie. He's like, that's a giant fucking spider.
And it was produced by the same.
Yeah.
guy
Just
who
Goes,
was
oh
done.
God, I made Wild Wild West. Shit.
Wiki Wiki Wild Wild West.
What movie did Will Smith turn down? He turned down
Matrix.
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 Turned out
Yeah.
Matrix to be Wild Wild
Yep.
West.
Wild
Yep.
West.
And Sean Connery turned down to play the role of the architect in The Matrix because he didn't understand the story.
Yep. Yep.
What?
Same thing with Lord of the Rings. He didn't understand the
Yeah.
whole. Hobbits didn't fucking understand.
That doesn't make any sense. I will not be a part of this.
Leave
Why am
this
I
for the
not beating a
kids.
wife? Or
When do
any
I hit
woman?
women
Oh,
in this
God.
script? You
Oh,
you
God.
don't, Sean. I'm out of here.
All right, going down the list
Yep.
again. Gotham City Sirens, Deadshot, Nightwing.
Stop.
Deadshot.
Okay.
Get an actual.
Deadshot. Will Smith.
I'm like
spin-off.
1,000% sure the character of Deadshot is Hispanic. So let's get a Hispanic.
He was originally,
actor.
yeah.
Oscar Isaac. Play Deadshot. I don't care. I don't care about Deadshot's character.
Okay, I'm more interested about
Wilmer
Nightwing.
Valderrama. Come
Nightwing,
on,
yep.
Lib.
Being directed by
Fez.
Chris McKay.
Okay. All right, Chris McKay's got a good record. I like him.
Fez as Deadshot.
Who would play Nightwing?
I have no idea.
The dude from
I'm-
Titans. I really like
Yeah.
him. He's a dope Nightwing.
But they're never going to do the crossover. If they would have done it, they would have done it with the Flash. And they didn't do it with Grant Gustin. So they're not going to do it with this dude.
yeah, I feel bad. He's a solid Flash.
He's the best Flash.
Well,
Except
there's
for
been like
Michael
two-
Rosenbaum.
There's been like 2 Flashes.
How dare.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. No.
Actually, I mean, I know like the whole.
He's like old. Like
Yeah,
not.
he-
He's like
he's
30s
too-
looking. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, they need someone in their 20s probably.
Zac Efron's too short.
Yeah. Riz Ahmed. No.
Risen.
He needs to stay in the Venom verse.
Channing Tatum?
No.
No.
I personally
I
don't
think
like
he's
Channing
getting
Tatum
up,
as
He's
an
getting
actor.
up there. I think he's like
Yeah, he's probably in his
35.
40s. Yeah.
Like
One I
35
keep
to
seeing on
40.
this, Kit Harington,
Possibly.
Game of
He's
Thrones.
too pretty.
Too
He's
pretty.
Too pretty.
Dick Grayson is
supposed to be a pretty boy.
He's supposed to be like one of the hottest guys ever
Yeah, you're not wrong.
because he basically fucks every other woman he meets.
That's
and
But is
and, like,
was Kit Harington kind of short?
I don't know. I don't
Tom
know.
Cruise.
They can make him look.
I think he is.
Yeah, they can make him look.
Put him
The
some stills.
kid, the
Yeah.
other Rob Stark guy, the guy from Bodyguard.
That is.
Let's see here. Wait,
like
no,
Rami
no,
Malek.
never.
Rami
I don't
Malek.
know.
I don't want Kit Harington. I don't want King Harington.
Oh,
And
here,
Tyler
Aaron Taylor Johnson. That's who I want.
Oh my God.
Aaron Taylor
I
Johnson.
like him too. I wouldn't mind.
I don't want Kit Harington because I heard his terrible English, like American accent, and it sounds like
Oh,
trash.
really? Oh.
If you watch,
It is me, Nightwing.
dude, it's fucking. If you watch, which I don't think you should, but if you watch the movie, the Silent Hill sequel,
Yeah.
Silent Hills or Silent Hill 3D, where the fuck it's called, Silent Hill 2. He's in it as like a very young Kit Harington. His accent is fucking
It is
atrocious.
a young Kit Harington.
Yes.
Yeah, they can always get a better vocal coach for this one.
Hey guys, I am an American named Kit Harington.
Oh my god.
I am Nightwing. I will I will stop crime in Gotham.
Yippee-ki-yay.
As famous American actor says Bruce Willis, yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, he's 5'6". That's a bit too short to play
Get outta
Nightwing.
here.
Yeah.
Probably.
If you're not over 6 foot, I'm not going to date you and you're not going to be Nightwing.
Speaking, yeah, that's weird. Speaking of Bruce Willis, apparently Glass is a very terrible movie. That's what I've
I
heard.
didn't think
Did
it
you
was
watch
horrible.
the year
Yeah,
movie
it
Sucks on
wasn't
No, not yet.
terrible.
Yeah.
that's what I've seen on it.
Wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
So,
that was the first movie in that series that I've seen. I didn't see.
you've never watched Split?
I didn't watch Split.
Oh my
Never
god,
had a
you need
chance
to watch
Split.
Split. It's like Unbreakable, honestly. It's a little bit overrated, but Split is good. Split's so good. Okay, okay, get ready for a bit of a spoiler reveal.
He has multiple personalities.
Oh fuck. No, not for Split. Not for Split, but for Glass.
John Split.
It's okay, perfect. Brendan, if you haven't seen it, oh, you don't care. Okay. Fucking Bruce Willis dies in a puddle of water.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, some dude whose job it is to like hide people like Bruce Willis does literally drown him. So
It's dumb. And fucking
He doesn't lose his
But,
super
like-
strength. He can just drown. They never in Unbreakable. The only reason they establish water as his weakness is because he almost drowns because he's bad at swimming.
Yeah.
It's not because he loses power.
But then M Night's like, I need a kryptonite.
needs
I
a
need a
weakness.
kryptonite.
Water.
Super soaker. Yeah, super soaker.
Water worked in science and worked for Bruce Willis.
Oh shit, it's right. He's recycling that piece of shit.
Bruce Willis is an alien.
Well, the one thing Your Movie Sucks talked about, and he said one of the reasons why he feels this movie fails is because this is a current M. Night script, which you're like, current script? Split was. It wasn't. Split was wrote back when he was making Unbreakable. He wrote that script way back then, and then he developed it now. This was one that after the success of Split, he decided, like, he kind of knew working with it that it was going to turn out good, so he kind of started working on another script. Another fault I heard in it is that Unbreakable, Sixth Sense, that's when Bruce Willis acted. That's when he put emotion into his acting. Apparently, this is another case of him being like current day Bruce Willis, where it's like no emotion.
Bruce Willis, I'm gonna punch you real hard.
And not like cool no emotion like Pulp Fiction, where he's not emoting
come
much.
to
It's
the
just
party. Have a
like
good
a lack of
time.
emoting. He's kind of phoning
you
it
can tell
in.
Bruce Willis is kind of like tired and he's just kind of going.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it's like so low tone and shitty.
Yeah.
that's what I haven't seen it. This is just what I've heard, but
Dude,
I
I
did-
trust.
the
I
one-
I
trust
didn't
him.
think it was terrible. It was just.
that's the one thing I saw is just the fact that you have to remember that Split was an old M. Night script.
Yeah.
That was back. He was making that back when he was making Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, all those like pretty good movies.
Yeah.
Whereas Glass was in a script he wrote recently.
Okay, so and Glass dies by falling out of his chair.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
right.
How does
like
Split
he
die?
Falls down and. How does Split die?
I can't remember his name.
How does
He
John
gets-
Split die?
he gets shot.
He just gets shot.
Oh yeah, he.
Like
Yeah,
he
he gets
switches
shot.
out of his character, out of the beast, and gets shot.
Or is he in the beast?
No, he's getting calmed down by the girl.
Okay.
Who got
But
away.
yeah, he does
Yeah.
go back to like his original personality, and he gets shot, and that's how he
Yeah,
dies.
she's like distracting him, like talking to him, and then just the sniper gets him.
So pretty much, M Night's like, "Oh, I could make a series out of this." Wait, plot twist: everyone dies.
Well, I think
No,
I
I
think
think
he
that was,
wanted
like,
to
supposed to be a
explore the
trilogy.
idea
Okay.
of like, well, it's like these are heroes and like this could happen in the world, and it's like ultimately it's like they're humans. They can get shot. They can fall. They have a disease where they can fall out and die. The only one I find stupid is Bruce Willis because he's still a strong dude, but he gets drowned in a puddle.
like legitimate. So in a puddle is legit a puddle, right?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, a puddle. Like not like it's supposed to be like there's like a pothole, so it's about like this deep or so, and some dude is like.
Is the
holding
dude?
him down.
The guy holds him down.
Yeah, like
Does he have access to put his hands on the ground and push up?
No, because there are two puddles next to him.
See, that's the bullshit. That's stupid to me.
Yeah.
He decided in the script that water was going to be the weakness, where in Unbreakable it wasn't. He just almost drowned
Because he's a bad swimmer.
because he can't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but I feel like also just the way they shot the movie, like And
What, glass or
yeah, glass. Like whenever he's like near water, which is just mostly near the end of the movie, it's pretty obvious that whenever he's like in water or near water, like he's just consumed by fear and he kind of forgets how to function. I feel like that's what they're trying to portray.
I didn't really
Again,
get
it's
that.
a puddle,
I didn't
though.
get that sense
It's
very
a
much. Damn, so if they were trying to do that, they didn't do
Yeah.
it.
Well,
And I think
you
in,
know
like,
why? Because it's Bruce Willis. It's like, water. I'm afraid.
Because the whole
Paycheck.
Fear.
but the fear of water
I'm not
comes
working on
to fear of water comes from being surrounded in a place where you have to swim, right?
Yeah.
That's where the fear comes from, because you can't do anything else to survive except for swim, something that you can't do and you're scared of doing. A puddle isn't that fear, because you don't have to swim when your head's in a puddle.
Yeah.
You have to move your head up.
Earlier in the movie, they do establish that, like, when he's in the insane asylum or whatever,
They
when he's
use
locked
water.
in the room.
They just
No, they have like jets of water, like hoses, like lining the walls
Like-
and shit. And like, if you go out of line, we have a giant tank of water outside, and we'll pump it in. And later on, when
that's not
later
how.
on when Split is fighting him,
Fuck.
like they try to establish it,
That's-
but they don't do it. Very good
But
job.
again, they establish it in this movie just because the script.
Yeah.
Not
they need-
because they've established it in the movie about him, just because script needs to.
Yeah.
Script needs him to do this.
Yeah.
How does he function in rain? Does he just hide inside when there's rain outside?
Well, he wears a raincoat, so
That doesn't.
that makes no sense. That in itself, because like his hand gets wet and he's like, I can't use this hand. Let's go.
It's just like
First,
like-
I still just like didn't get the like that he was afraid of water very much. I more just got that it was like
It was-
that's
I mean,
the
it
one
really-
way that they could kill him.
Which
Like,
is,
like
but
he's
it's,
unbreakable, but they could kill him with drowning.
he's basically Luke Cage.
No, you know what it is? It's Freddy.
Kinda like Luke Cage's
it's
thing.
Freddy versus Jason. Okay, in the movie Freddy versus Jason, the fucking director and writer needed to find a reason as to why, what would be Jason's weakness. Okay, so in the movie they're like water. We'll make it water his weakness. Now, as a avid Friday the 13th fucking fan,
That's not true. He's been in water. He's faster in water. He's a
motherfucker,
beast in water.
people go floating on their fucking little pontoon boats, and he comes out, grabs them, or stabs them through, and shit. He walks under fucking water. So it's like, but no, by all means, if you splash some water on the guy, he's gonna fucking curl up into a ball.
Fucking Jason takes Manhattan. He swims to Manhattan. He follows a boat. He keeps up with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, water is his weakness by all
Unbreakable-
means.
Unbreakable didn't
Cheap
do
horror
that.
movies aren't the best written things in the world. What?
It's kind of like Glass is the exact same thing. What?
How dare you say that about Mr. Glass and John Split and Frankie Unbreakable?
Okay, James McAvoy in that movie was kind of like the one.
I heard-
The one
That's
thing
what it
that-
always
the one thing
is.
That you're watching the movie, it's like this is fucking.
That's what
cool.
everyone says though, because
Yeah.
James McAvoy's fucking awesome. So like,
Yep.
yeah, because he literally does like split personalities. I think I was watching like the behind the scenes on Split, and they're like, yeah, James McAvoy basically like came up with the female character all on his own, and it was fucking
James,
awesome.
you don't
So we
have to
wrote her
do
into
it.
the script.
no, I have to.
It's just Mrs. Doubtfire.
McAvoy.
The one thing that I hear about Split was that like you never see him switch personalities.
Yeah, he would
on
leave the
camera.
room and come back.
In Glass, he does change personalities.
Yeah, 'cause apparently
on
it's like-
camera. And he does it in like multiple personalities in one shot.
And
That's,
like, it
that's
looks good.
impressive for
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
McAvoy. Holy
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
like he does it like he was just like talking as one person. That's yeah, what are you fucking doing, mate?
Yeah.
Like completely
that
changes.
holy shit, go McAvoy.
He did a really good job. He was
Do you know
just jerking off his.
Has
what
any,
an
have you
accent
guys
was.
seen Atomic Blonde?
Yeah.
Not yet, but I've heard amazing things about it with like him in it.
McAvoy is fucking awesome in that
Yeah,
movie.
he is.
He plays like a minor like antagonist slash protagonist. Like it's
Yeah,
not really
he's just
clear.
kind of the guy who's there is playing both sides of the
Yeah,
fence.
and he's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of an asshole, but he does it so fucking well. And I remember just watching that movie, I was like, "Yes, James McAvoy, keep doing that shit. You're awesome."
That was a good movie. I like that.
Atomic.
movie a
I
lot.
loved Atomic Blonde. It had realistic violence, which is a big
Who's
thing for me.
excited for John Wick Parabellum, Chapter 3?
I haven't seen number 2.
I'm excited for John Wick 93 when it comes
Dude,
out.
I hope
my
I
God,
hope they
Henry.
never stop the John.
Did
Wick
you hear what he
series.
said about it? He said he's gonna keep making John Wick movies till he can't. He's just like he loves the character. He has so much fun shooting him. He's just like, I'm just gonna keep making them, and we're just like,
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Even if the movie's shit, I don't care. I'm gonna love it.
Keanu Reeves is one of those like immortals that he can, in my mind, when he actually cares about a movie, he can't do any wrong. Yeah. You know
And
what I mean?
also, he's just like such a dope person.
So,
like,
yeah,
he's
nicest dude in
super
the
cool
world.
outside of it.
Yep.
Have you seen that one picture of him just like eating a sandwich by himself at a park? He's just smiling with a sandwich in his hands. It's like the
Or
most
there's
wholesome picture ever.
the New York subway train thing where
Yep.
like someone's waiting, like a pregnant or whoever it is needs a seat. And he's like, yeah, just whatever, fucking take it.
Yeah.
Like,
So
no one
he's
get-
on the fucking subway in New
Yeah.
York. He's Keanu Reeves. He's like, he was in the Matrix.
He just seemed to go.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves he's like one of those celebrities he just lives like super.
He lives a sort of
What's the word?
super normal
Modestly.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't. He's just like
He's like, I'm a normal dude. What's the big deal? Calm down. I was in a movie.
yeah, I'm John Wick. I kill people.
And
Everyone
I can
loves
go
me.
through time on a telephone
I'm
booth.
thinking
I can fuck your wife any day I wanted to. I'm
Like
not
I'm
gonna.
doing it right
but
now.
just know I'm good. Oh, maybe I am doing it right now. Didn't even realize it.
Keanu
Too busy
Reeves,
thinking
the
about John
honor-
Wick.
The honorable cocker.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna fuck your wife, but know that I could.
The one man who beat you. The one man who can
Oh
fuck
my
your wife.
god.
Okay, going back down to this.
Sorry.
We can finish off this list.
Yeah, hold on. That just literally that voice, the Batman voice thing, made me think of like, you know, when Batman Begins, when it's like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm not gonna save you, and he flies away.
Yeah.
I just
killed
kind of like,
him.
I'm not gonna cuck you, but I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Ah,
Wick.
Batman! He just lands on this dude's car and then tells him he's gonna fuck his wife. Okay. Honey, don't open the door. And he just goes, guess who's here? No! I am the one who fucks your wife.
Oh my god.
All right, all right.
That was
okay.
Walter White.
You
Oh,
both
shit.
just got blacklisted by
Alright.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, going down the list. Batgirl, Harley Quinn and Joker, New Gods.
Why do people care about fucking Harley Quinn and the Joker so goddamn much? They're not that cool. The Joker and the Batman is a better relationship. I love that relationship more
Are you
than
offended? Like,
I like. Yes. Who the fuck
they're
cares
good.
about them?
I did care about them. They were good kind of
I cared
relationship.
about
They're
them
good
until Suicide
couple.
Squad. That was enough.
Suicide Squad.
That was when I was
that
like,
just
okay.
ruined Liberty's life
It's
right there.
like it's like a hot topic jerk off fest.
Okay, but they could have done it better, and that relationship between the two of them is interesting.
Yes,
Margot
but-
Robbie is a very good casting choice for Harley Quinn.
She is, and I like Harley Quinn
If
as a
done
character.
differently, Jared Leto could have been a great Joker.
I'm saying I don't care about them. I like the Joker and I like Harley Quinn. I don't care about the two of them.
like in a solo film.
Yeah,
type thing.
Harley Quinn is cooler on her own when she's on her own. When she's like
Going
"Fuck
up
the Joker."
elevators for no
Yeah.
reasons.
Mr. J, I don't care about you. I'm doing my thing. I like that Harley
Like
Quinn
a
way
strong,
better.
independent woman who don't need no man.
Yeah, because she actually does shit. Where when she's with the Joker, she's
With
just
Mr.
like,
Mr.
I was gonna say Mr. J.
Mr. J. Harley's with Mr. J.
But
She's
like
doing her own thing.
when she kind of sucks as a character, which I mean is a whole part of domestic relationships. People get put down, and that's the way you act, and that is an awesome thing to compare.
Yeah.
But when I see Harley Quinn and the Joker together, I like it because Batman comes in and starts fucking stuff up, and then Harley Quinn gets pissed at Batman for beating up the Joker, which is like she hates the Joker, but also she doesn't want Batman to beat her up. That's what makes her. Batman is the key between all of this shit. Harley Quinn and Joker is only good when Batman's there.
All right, so what I'm hearing is you want a Batman Harley Quinn movie?
No, I want a Batman movie. I want Batman and the Joker. Give me that first, and then give me Harley Quinn Joker, and then throw Batman in it. Not just one scene where Joker's like, I'm driving fast in my Lamborghini.
Like they're
and then
doing
he-
nothing, and she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And it's like, "What do you do? What? You're driving."
He literally
I
looks
don't-
over. What do you fucking mean?
You just see a flash from outside, they go bang.
Bats, you're ruining date night.
He just shoots her.
It's
You took away Jason. Now I kill people. All right, maybe that's too much exposition.
That was the entire
This is-
movie right there.
yeah, you're starting to turn to bad man, not Batman, but bad man.
I miss my parents.
Okay, all right, what's
Okay.
left on that list?
Okay, New Gods.
Yep.
Joker
is that?
movie. Supergirl, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, and Plastic Man.
Wait.
Fucking New Gods.
serve as executive producer.
Yeah.
What?
Like Leto's like producing the Joker movie, whatever. Yeah.
Gross.
He's back, baby. Damaged on the
Joker, baby.
forehead, mouth on the hand. He's back.
Yeah.
Give us more. That's
Pranking
what
his
the fans said.
castmates inappropriately.
So when the DC executives were in their office and they saw the feedback for the Joker and how much everyone hated him, they looked at Jared and they said, "You want your own movie?" He said, "Hell yeah!" And he did a line of cocaine. He doesn't give a shit.
All right. Let's quickly. Is that it? Is that the
Yep,
end?
that's the end of the list.
All right.
Plastic
Man was
Man.
the last
We
one.
didn't do Plastic Man.
Jim Carrey's Plastic Man.
All right, I don't care. Honestly, didn't
Adam
give a shit.
Sandler is the Plastic Man.
Yes, Adam Sandler as the
All
bear
right.
Jew.
All right. Anyways, we're
Jim
gonna wrap
Castle.
things
Just
up.
quickly before we go,
Yes.
I got a little monkey's paw for lip here. I'm gonna get you to repeat it so everyone hears it.
Okay.
Okay.
So Red Hood movie.
Red Hood
Red
movie.
Hood movie.
It has to be called Red Hood.
Has to be called Red Hood.
Introduction of the character.
Introduction of the character.
He's gonna get his mask.
He's gonna get his mask.
He's gonna look right at the camera.
He's gonna look right at the camera.
What am I? Some sort of Red Hood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sign
He's
it.
gonna look
Make
straight at
it.
the camera. He's gonna say,
I
"What am
will
I, some
write the
sort of Red Hood?"
movie.
Oh,
So basically, opening
Warner
Red,
Brothers is sending their check to you right now.
Red
Just
Hood
like
movie.
$100 million, make that movie.
To summarize, Red Hood movie, except it opens with him holding his cowl, looking at the mirror. It's like, what am I? Some type of Red Hood? And then like he kind of like awkwardly looks, and then boom, title card.
And then credits.
There's your movie. There's your movie.
All right.
Red Hood
Post-credit
movie,
scene.
except Deadshot is Red Hood.
Oh my god.
Dead
Jeez.
Hood.
You know what I'm upset in that list before we leave? There isn't a Deathstroke movie.
I know they're making a
That's
fucking
right.
Dead. Who
I
saw
actually-
Suicide Squad
I-
and looked at the characters and said, "These guys need their own
Actually, I
fucking
did read
movies."
somewhere else that there is. It just does not.
Because
hasn't
Joe
made its way to-
Magnesium, he needs a fucking Deathstroke movie, okay? Yeah, Joe Magneto deserves it.
Yeah, that would
They're
be
gonna
that
do
would have been
Swamp Thing.
that would have been part of the Justice League Dark.
Swamp Thing, Ron Perlman does the voice.
I'm the Swamp Thing.
Guillermo del Toro was writing, possibly directing. I think now he's just producing.
I mean, I still think Ron Perlman as fucking the Swamp Thing would be pretty good.
He
He's
goes.
got that raspy
He probably
voice,
would.
that growly
He
voice.
just makes Swamp Thing, and he's like, "Okay, no, I want a character to have sex with it." And they're like, "Guillermo, why does the Swamp Thing need to have sex with the
It
woman?"
has to be a fish wolf.
No, it has to happen in my
Bring
movie.
Keanu back as Constantine.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Keanu.
I didn't mind Constantine in the movie, to be honest. I thought that was an okay film.
I didn't
No.
see it.
It's,
Nobody?
It's an okay film. Okay film. But anyways, thank you everybody for joining us for this episode of the Select Start
So
Network,
sad. I
where
thought that was
we were
funny.
almost completely interruption for technical glitch free on the online aspect. We had one disconnect. It's not the end of the world. It came back up because I'm pretty sure Brendan pressed the record button. If not, then it did it on its own. So it's even better.
Magic.
Cool. With that, you can always follow us on our socials. If you want to follow us on Instagram, it is now officially Instagram.com/Select Start Network. So that is the official home for Select Start Network stuff.
Fancy.
If you want to follow us on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/SSN Plays. And our YouTube is youtube.com/LiveSelectStart. Colin.
Instagram at Colin C. Burns.
Lib.
Instagram at Liberty Roundtree.
Madeline.
Instagram at Spazoma.
Nice.
Spazoma.
You're going to have to tell me how to spell
That'll
that.
be-
Follow me on Instagram, Liberty.
I know that'd be easy to spell.
Right.
Spazoma.
Everybody, thank you much for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Because no one heard it as it's fading to black,
Stop
I
it.
said Keanu.
No!
We heard it.
Damn it.
We heard it.
Mac, keep it in black. Don't let Liberty have the last word.
Constantine.
No!
I thought that was fun.
Stop it, Mac. Saw that.
Nice. How long are we holding that?